Name. This is the show where you find out how well you know your spouses. I'm your host, Jane Austin. Let's meet our couples. Our first couple is Lydia and George Wickham from Newcastle. What's your story?
Oh Lord, where do I begin? How fun is our story. We fell in love and frightened and ran away together. There is but one man in the world I love, and he is an angel.
Yep, I heard we can win money here.
Okay, on to our next couple. Our second couple is Elizabeth and Fitzwilliam Darcy from Derbyshire. How did you two fall in love?
We didn't always like each other.
I cannot fix on the hour or the spot or the look or the words which laid the foundation of my love.
It came on so gradually that I hardly know when it began. I believe I can date it from when I saw his beautiful grounds at Pemberley.
How nice. Our next contestants are Charlotte and William Collins from Kent. What's your guys' story?
When Charlotte and I married, I became the happiest of men. My dear Charlotte and I have but one mind and one way of thinking. We seem to have been designed for each other.
And I was convinced that my chance of happiness with him was as good as most can boast on entering the marriage state.
In this round, we've already asked the men the questions and they've written down their answers. The women do not know what they wrote and are to guess at their answers to see how well they know their husbands. Each couple will receive 10 points for every answer correct. Question 1. Lydia, George was asked what thing he values most. What was his answer?
That's the easiest question I've ever heard. Me, of course.
Money.
Oh Lord, isn't I Wickham funny?
Elizabeth, what do you think Darcy values most?
I would guess that he said our marriage, his sister, and his close friends.
I said our marriage, my sister, and my close friends.
Good. That's 10 points for the Darcys. Charlotte, it's your turn. What did Mr. Collins say he valued most?
I would probably say his patroness in the church.
I said, my patroness and my wife.
So close. You'll receive 5 points for that answer. On to the next round. The women previously answered the questions, and the men must decide what their answer is. Question 2. Wickham, where would Lydia go on a perfect vacation?
I don't know. London?
No, you dummy. I would go to a camp full of soldiers where I could sea bathe.
Where would Elizabeth go on her perfect vacation?
Well, I would say she'd go on a tour of the lakes.
I would go on a tour of the lakes.
Oh, that's a coincidence. You know each other too well. That's 20 points for the Darcys. Mr. Collins, where would Charlotte go on a perfect vacation?
Well, a week at Rosings, of course.
Home.
No points for you this round. Our third round question asks the men, what quality do you find most attractive about your wife? Lydia, what do you think Wickham said?
Mother, what do you keep winking at me for? What am I to do? It's okay, Lydia. You're doing great. Remember, we've gone over this. It's obvious. My beauty and youth.
For rich connections, of course.
Oh, Wickham.
Elizabeth, what do you think Darcy finds most attractive about you?
I think he might have said the liveliness of my mind and my fine eyes.
I said the liveliness of her mind and her fine eyes.
3 for 3. You have 30 points. Charlotte, what do you believe Mr. Collins most admires about you?
Well, probably my patience and respectability.
I said, her violent love for me.
All right. That means no points for you guys in this round. This means that the Darcys win with a total of 30 points and get our grand prize of £1,000. Congratulations.
Wickham, I can't believe we lost. I'm never going to speak to you again. No, wait, Lydia, Wickham still loves you. Don't worry, come back.
I'll hold this for you.
Wait a minute.
This concludes our show, one of our more exciting shows. We'll see you next week for another show of the Newlyweds Game. Where would Charlotte go on a perfect vacation? So you don't understand those 20 points they always want?
Oh,
Well, probably my patience and respectability.
I said, her violent love for me. When Charlotte and I first met, when Charlotte and I married, I became the happiest of men. What?
Well, the answer is obvious. My you what?
What?
Elizabeth, what do you think Darcy finds most attractive about you?
I think he might say the liveliness of my mind and my fine eyes.
I said the liveliness of her mind.
Oh my, oh my.
It's okay. Why do you say
My part was perfect. It's okay, Lydia. You're doing great. Remember, we've gone over this. Just answer the question.
Let's meet the couples. Our first couple is Lydia and George Wickham. What's your story?
Oh Lord, where do I begin? How fun is our story? We fell in love in Brighton and ran away together. There is but one man in the world that I love, and he is an angel.
Yep, I heard we can win money here.
All right.
Lord, isn't my Wickham funny?
Okay. Our next couple is Darcy and
Are we gonna do different? The easiest question I've ever heard. Me, of course.
Money.
No, you dummy. I would go to a camp full of soldiers where I would go sea bathing. It's okay, Lydia, my darling. You're doing fine. Don't worry about Elizabeth. Mother, go away.